Hi folks, today I wanted to talk to everybody about chatter issues that they have when they're cutting rotors. There's many different reasons that you could have a rotor that started to chatter. Say you started cutting a rotor and you got halfway out and it started chattering. That's probably going to be a belt speed issue and you need to slow down the speed that you're turning the rotor. Another common problem that I see is people don't have the arbor tight enough. If you don't have the arbor tight enough and you don't have the whole stack compressed against this face solidly, that'll be a lot more prone to having chatter issues. Having the right cups and cones or centering stuff, whether it be the quick chuck or the system or any set of tooling, it's all based on it being pretty tight. It's got to be pretty snug against this face. The other thing, and this is where a lot of people have issues, is this interface right here between the cutter head and this surface right here. It needs to sit flat, clean, so that when you tighten it down, that this bolt is stretched a little bit and this thing is spring loaded onto there. I like to clean up this and make it flat with a file and a piece of sandpaper. We're just gonna go around and see where it's got the high spots. And keep in mind, this angle and this angle is where the contact is. So over here, it's not so important in here because we're never really on that angle. The cutter head's going to sit somewhere in this angle. Let's see what it looks like. See if you can see that. Okay, you see the high spots on there? We've got a high spot right here. And we got a high spot right here. Right, so we're just going to work on this and flatten this out. Yeah, there's some pretty good. This has been hammered here and it's got a whole ridge. I'm not that worried about the pitting. What I'm worried about, what I'm looking for, is a clean, flat surface that's going to hold this head solidly. And this is kind of the same deal. We're just flattening both of these surfaces out. Making sure that there's no big dents. This one's actually pretty good. It's not all beat up. Okay, so that usually just about covers it. Sometimes these get really bad. You're looking for dents along these edges. The dents make high spots, and then when you tighten this down, everything's kind of mushed together. Whereas if you've done it nice, it like, you can feel it's like just very solid. Even with just a hand tight nut, it sticks. It kind of sticks. If it's really flat, this cutter head is going to be one with the whole crossfeed carriage. And the beauty of this cutter head is it's so stable. Well, that's stability is increased when the interface between where this goes on the machine and the machine itself, when they're nice and clean and flat and you tighten it down, that baby likes to stick, and it makes it a lot less prone to having chatter issues. That's where a lot of people have chatter issues, is the cutter head doesn't sit like it used to because dirt and chips have gotten mushed in between the two, and now they just can't sit and have that solid connection. So the first thing is always double check and make sure that your arbor is actually tight in the machine, and that your stack is truly tight. Make sure that your speed is correct, and make sure that your cutter head fits nice and solid on the machine. I'll do more videos covering other ways to deal with chattering, like silencer bands and different dampening techniques that you can use as far as getting the rotor to stop ringing. But as far as problems with the machines, the cutter head, and it doesn't matter if it's an Amco or an AccuTurn or any of it, doesn't matter what machine it is, the cutter head needs to be solid and tight. It needs to do its action smooth the whole time. It needs to be solid yet glide along the path that it's supposed to be going. Anyway, thanks for your time. I hope this helps your guys with your machine problems. Have a nice day.